Good morning. Welcome to class. Today we are talking about satya, which is one of the yamas in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras and the eight limbs of yoga. And this one is about truth telling. It's located within the yamas, which are restraints. So there's a an important part of truth telling in terms of restraint that we must consider. And remembering that the first of the yamas is non harming. So, telling the truth doesn't mean saying everything that's on your mind. Like, you see someone and, in your opinion that they're wearing the ugliest dress you've ever seen, you don't say that to them because that would hurt their feelings and it's not necessary, right? So the 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 important part of speaking the truth and practicing this is being careful with our speech and speaking the truth in a way that is non-harming, in a way that serves yourself and the rest of our beautiful beings in the world in the best way. And that telling the truth starts with being honest with ourselves and speaking to ourselves truthfully and realizing that a lot of things that we say to ourselves are not true. and and coming to an understanding of that, not being so connected with our thoughts, because so many thoughts that come through our minds are really lies, are not true. And and having a sense of separation and becoming more of an observer and realizing what is truth and what are my fears, what are my beliefs that I've been telling myself all these years, uh, what are my actions derived from, and um, and and practicing that truth within ourselves, and that requires courage oftentimes, and then also speaking truth to others and realizing that judgment, like what when am I speaking in terms of it being judgment versus an observation, and realizing that this is my perception and I don't have the cornerstone on truth with a capital T. This is my perception. So speaking honestly in terms of that, like cats, cats are lame. The truth is, um, perhaps I'm someone who I prefer dogs. This is my preference. It's and being truthful about that. Me personally, I love cats. So realizing when we're doing that, and for example, in our yoga practice, if we're having difficulty with a particular pose, observing ourselves in the moment, observing our thoughts. Uh, for example, folks might have the thought that, this is a bad teacher. Why is she doing this? This is the wrong time and way to be teaching this pose, or I'm really bad at this. Those are judgments. And realizing the truth is, I am judging. I am judging another. I am judging myself. And what would be a more accurate statement? Like, I am having trouble with this pose right now. And that frees us to um, to the ability to respond in a way that is kind to ourselves and to others, and doesn't make this an absolute, so that it can change. So I'm having trouble with this right now. Uh, which opens us to the idea that we can work on it, and that may not be have to be the case tomorrow. Or I'm having trouble with this. I can practice. I'll see what happens and that sort of thing, rather than sort of shutting down the conversation. So realizing that, and another frame that I've recently heard on how to look at a truth is what's the difference between fact versus truth? And that is that truth can only be known or understood through experience. For example, an apple is red based on our, definition of an apple, and we can write about, the construct of an apple, and but the truth of an apple to me, the only way to really know it is to see and feel and eat the apple, experience the apple for myself, and that's uh, the only way to really know it in terms of the truth of it, uh, and realizing that the truth about this thing for me may be different from someone else's truth about it, uh, and so letting go of judgment and the arrogance of thinking that my opinion or my understanding is it. So that's something to ponder, and I hope you read the article that is attached to the video today. And let's get started. Settle in. I'm glad you like it, Zeta. So I do hope you read the article because I do think it's a good one. And even practicing it, having an intention, maybe this is a suggestion for the rest of the week to focus on this principle. Okay, so here we are. Settling down, coming to presence here, observing what comes in and out of our awareness. Noticing sounds nearby or in the distance, smells, accepting what is here right now, sensations, the body settling, gravity pulling the body towards the earth, our clothes against the skin. You might notice the beating of the heart and other sensations in the body that may feel comfortable or uncomfortable without judgment, softening. The eyes are closed, noticing the light that enters through the eyelids and how it might dance and move. Awareness of the breath, the rhythm, the natural rhythm of the breath, and how it is received in the body, at the nose, the back of the throat, the chest as it rises and falls, the body, the belly as it expands and retracts. Softening. And we'll begin with samavriti breathing, and even inhale and exhale to a count of 4. Inhale to prepare, nice deep breath, slowly, and exhale, slowly. And now inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Maintaining that same steady rhythm. Open the eyes, and we'll begin